Well, we kind of feel like we go home to East Tennessee for vacation.
I have a horse that I'll go out and ride, or if I don't have time, I'll go rent movies and catch up on what I've missed.
What's your horse's name?
What is his name?
Well, I didn't name him this, but it's Romeo.
Romeo. So it's really,
Yeah.
really classy when he's walking out to the field and he's like,
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
So now he
Yeah.
just really unlovingly calls him horse.
Yeah.
Which kind of breaks my heart a little
No,
bit.
it's not
You
as
can call
interesting.
We definitely go to our own corners when we're at home in Greeneville, and most folks probably don't know this about me, but I really am an extroverted introvert. And there are just times when I like everything to be quiet and sort of remove myself from interaction. Well, my very favorite thing to do in the antique store here in Greeneville is to look through postcards, because a lot of times, that one doesn't, but a lot of times they will have a letter. And just like this postcard from Paris that we found, they'll have these letters written on the back of them. And I sort of like to be a little bit of a snoop and read whatever, Kenneth or whatever was writing to his girl when he was in Paris.
And then when I'm at home, I love to read. That's like my guilty pleasure. I'm the kind of guy that gets like 4 books at a time and tries to read every single one. That's what I do. And then also, there's this creek up in the mountains where we live called Paint Creek, and I love to fish up there.
We have to remind ourselves that that's not a postcard that we're looking at out of our front door. It really is the most beautiful spot in the world.
We're 3 siblings, oldest, middle, and youngest, and I think we actually play our roles pretty much to the T.
Neil is really a carefree spirit. I mean, he's always been the guy to want to encourage somebody if they're having a little bit of a rough day.
He keeps us all laughing and makes sure we're having a good time.
Reed's a thinker. I'll say that about Reed. He's one of those guys who's like a mathematical person.
And Reed just tries to keep everything on an even kill. He never really gets super excited about anything or is super bummed out. He sort of walks the middle line there.
Kimberly and I are very much alike. We're very social people, and we like to talk.
She was shy when she was young, so I think she's really turned away from that, and she'll sometimes, sometimes speak kind of loud.
He said you were loud.
What?
Is that an accurate statement?
I don't know what he's talking about. Is he talking about musically loud?
Oh, did he say loud? Wow.
Whew. Well, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
He's going to get it for that, I'm sure.
Did he also fess up to the fact that he likes to stir up a lot of trouble when we're home? Are you trying to get this on camera right now? Oh, perfect. Well, I'm loud until I'm home, and then I'm quiet.
Reed and I are very protective of Kimberly.
I like to think of it that no guy is good enough for her.
I think we're all protective of each other, especially when it comes to relationships. And so I don't ever think a woman is good enough for the boys, and they certainly don't think that a guy is good enough for their big sister unless they can get something out of it.
She thinks we just want to be protective because we want things from people who can give us things. Like there was this boy around here, he was a boot boy. He sold cowboy boots.
And the boys were all gung-ho about that relationship if they thought they could get a free pair of boots out of it.
It's not because of the boots that we liked him. It's because he was just a great guy. But she thinks it's just because we wanted free boots. That's not true. That's what she says. It's not true.
Definitely are your stereotypical oldest, middle, and baby in the family. I don't think we're ever going to get used to like walking through an airport or down the street and somebody A, caring that we are there, and B, recognizing us.